That's him right there. That's Nova. That's Nova.
Are you talking to him?
All right, guys. Gideon just wants to talk, Nova. All right, you want to knock?
How do you feel about Nova Online? Being a minor yourself.
He makes me feel like really unsafe.
Guys, the second Nova Online takeover just ended, and today I'm here to tell you guys all about what you may have missed. So, for some context, a trend started on TikTok where people were making AI-generated flyers promoting a Nova Online takeover event. Now, what a takeover event is a coordinated group function at a designated place. You've probably seen them for restaurants such as McDonald's or Arby's, but this one was scheduled to take place at Nova's house July 3rd. People across various social media platforms were wondering about the legitimacy of this takeover event. People were speculating whether or not this was just a joke to get Nova riled up or maybe to get another reaction out of him, similar to the "this is not a drill, this is not a fucking drill, my main account just got hacked" type freakout. So anyway, it actually did end up happening and the entire thing was recorded and live streamed, so I'll insert some of the good footage that I found here.
Can we come in?
So yeah, that was the initial raid. A few days after that, another AI-generated poster was put out promoting a second raid on Nova's house. This time they were promoting to bring throwables, such as, I believe, Dr. Pepper, diapers, eggs, French onion soup I think was on there. Anyway, they were promoting people to bring items to kind of throw at Nova's house. Now, just to clarify, later on, the people who made the poster would then make claims saying, you know, don't destroy Nova's property, we don't want to cause destruction, we just want to peacefully protest, which I definitely respect that. However, it was promoted to bring throwables to the event, so I just want to acknowledge that before we kind of get into the second protest. So here's the poster for the second takeover. It says July 9th, 2026, be there. Nova Takeover, the sequel, bigger, better, and longer. In the original description, they wanted people to bring throwables such as Dr. Pepper and eggs, which, by the way, these people are fake Nova Online fans, because only true fans would know that actually his favorite soda is Crush Watermelon and not Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is his second favorite. So, yeah. How about you guys get educated a little bit? I hope you guys know that I'm joking. I don't really care about this takeover event. I don't care about Nova. I don't care about his trolls. I'm just here more to talk about this in an objective point of view and an unbiased perspective, because I do think that this whole thing is really hilarious. But at the same time, I understand people's perspectives about don't go to Nova's house, don't touch the shit, don't try to troll him. Like, I understand those concerns as well, but let's just get to talking about the second takeover event, because, like, there was so much that happened in this stream, but also kind of nothing at all. So shortly before the raid actually started, there was a post made saying, "Come today between 7 to 9 p.m. instead of 4 like originally planned. The sheriff will be waiting at Nova's house ready to arrest everyone. Be careful." The sheriff and the police did not actually show up. Apparently, according to the people who streamed, they showed up just to say that this was a waste of their time and that they weren't going to come back. And just saying, you know, don't do anything dumb, don't do anything illegal, and obviously don't hurt or threaten anyone or yourselves. So yeah, this was actually just a bit of a rumor that the sheriff was going to be there arresting people. It is actually an American amendment right to peacefully protest and gather, and the people hosting the stream actually had permission from the neighbors who live across the street from Nova to use her property to host the protest on the condition that they were being peaceful, they weren't disturbing Nova, they weren't screaming or shouting at people or at Nova, and that they were not doing anything destructive or counterproductive to kind of what their protest was about. So the first big thing I really want to talk about is Bludspeth versus the hosts of the Nova Takeover. So Bludspeth is another lolcow YouTuber who has made plenty of videos about Nova Online as well as other lolcows. I'll leave a link in the description for his channel, you guys can go check him out and stuff. He's a lot larger of a creator than me. Anyways, Bludspeth went on to the stream, the TikTok live, he joined their live, and essentially told them, keep it legal, don't trespass, don't DoorDash, don't be stupid. And the creators were like, okay, yeah, like, we got you, like, we're not planning on destroying his stuff. And then throughout their stream, they kept saying, like, oh, if we hit 1 million likes, we'll throw rocks through his window. And, like, someone should DoorDash him diapers. And eventually, Nova actually did get DoorDashes for diapers, for food. There was a DoorDash for pizza. And the guys actually ended up claiming it because it was a prank call. And they actually did pay for it. Eventually, Bludspeth came back in. And he was like, you guys are all R words. He actually said the R word, and it got their stream in trouble for bullying and hate speech. So they kicked him off because Bludspeth called them. And then Bludspeth and the guys hosting the stream ended up just continuing to talk shit about each other for the rest of the event. Like, just completely. They were calling him Chudspeth, and then Bludspeth was calling them and saying that they're stupid and that they're chuds and that they're doing stuff that's illegal. But, like, it's really just a he said, she said. Bludspeth was still streaming and giving them attention. And then these guys actually did end up promoting, like, going on Nova's property and, like, oh, 1 billion likes and we'll throw rocks in his window. We're like, oh, someone should DoorDash.
Look, you're literally just trying to get his attention right now. That's not a protest.
Yeah, we need somebody to DoorDash him food.
We need him to
Yo,
come
you
out.
can't do that. You can't tell people to do that.
Yeah, right.
Why, dude? Like, what's the point?
Hopefully he'll come out at one point and flip us off again, and then we can protest him.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Is your mic on?
Yeah. Bro, do not tell people to DoorDash him, to send him shit. Like, it's not a good idea, dude. Like, at all.
Okay, nobody DoorDash anything. Unless you already have, I might cancel your order.
And, like, you know, why don't you just kind of be honest? Because, you know, this isn't really a protest. Like, I was expecting a protest, but y'all are just trying to, like, mess with him on live. Like, in front of his house. I heard that you guys were supposed to go to the police department and, like, report him. What happened with that?
We got that information last minute, and I have no idea how, like, credible that information was and, like, how well planned out it was.
Cops don't care. They already pulled up.
I don't.
Yeah, the cops already left.
They have.
Yeah, the
they don't
cops
want to
already
do
left.
anything.
They don't want to deal with it at all.
Okay, what happened with the cops?
They said that someone called us in and that we were harassing them and shouting.
There's no harassment involved.
Yeah, we haven't crossed the road.
We're on the property, and they consented to us being on here. They're totally fine with it. So we're doing nothing illegal, and the cops just left. They said just don't get us called again. So.
Okay, well, you understand that there's a lot more going on than just you guys standing out there. You're live streaming to a bunch of people, encouraging them to call him. That's a form of harassment. And I know that's me talking. I don't have much room to talk in that scenario. But you guys are outside of his house, dog.
We were just calling people to encourage them to call bad questions about Nova Court.
No, you were telling them to call in and mess with them.
So do you know,
We're on top. I think peaceful.
Yeah, I mean, just had that to say. Just don't do anything stupid. If you guys are gonna be there, just be there. I know that's me talking. Don't have much room to talk, but just want everyone to be safe. No crimes committed, and no interference with this investigation.
Yeah, honestly, thanks for that, bro. I mean, we definitely will keep it as peaceful as possible.
we're just here to document.
That's just that's the goal, guys. Well, the goal is not to do it, but all right, guys. I'll head out then.
Private property.
So, that's a crime.
I don't have an appointment.
All right, bet. Galaxy.
No, that didn't happen.
You said it. I saw the clip.
I don't think it was me, bro. I haven't been here that long.
No one's
But
gonna
wait,
do
the mic is getting passed
Well, who
around. There are
said
two
it?
mics that get passed around.
I'm just wondering who said it.
Oh, I'm not sure. I think I had read one of the comments.
I think
That's none.
No,
None of us
that's-
are
no,
actually saying that.
I saw the clip. Dude, that's like
Are you gonna hurt us if we do something to your king?
that's not why I'm. It's not why I'm calling. You're in danger. So that's a crime.
Wait. I wanna hear him out. Bloodspeth, I'm listening.
Dude, y'all are like committing a crime. Like, I don't care about Nova. Like, anything could happen to him. I don't care.
Okay, so
there's-
the
you know-
the property
Oh my-
the property
What?
we're
No,
on. No,
it's
here you. I want to say the property we're on is private property, and one of the people who is here protesting, it is his grandma's property, and he got permission from her for people to be here.
Okay, that's not the issue. Do you know that
Okay.
there's like an active investigation into Nova right now? Because of the amount of threats and like in-person harassment he faces. So when you're doing this and sending people to, you know, deliver shit to his house and spam call him,
We haven't
you
sent anyone.
have.
So someone
I've seen
actually.
it. You're lying.
So
I've seen it,
the
dog.
Domino's. I'll show you. So the Domino's that just
Oh.
came up, that little white Chevy Equinox that parked, that was paid for, and I checked with her. There was another Domino's order that wasn't paid for, and someone here shelled out their own cash to pay for it. And then the other thing was cat food, bleach, and bologna, and that was a DoorDash order that Nova made that was also paid for by Nova. So two orders had been delivered that were paid for by Nova, and the other one was paid for by someone here.
How do you know that? How do you know Nova paid for him?
Because it said the order was for Nova.
We didn't do it, and it was
Yeah,
like
I'm
his
sure it
info.
said the order was for Nova, but you're telling people to like send DoorDash and shit to his house, which is like, I'm not saying it because I care about Nova, but there's an active investigation because of the amount of harassment and in-person, you know, like threats or whatever he gets. And so when you're doing this, now more police resources have to be expended into protecting this fucking idiot from like you instead of arresting him and charging him for talking to children.
So I get what you're saying. Cops came by earlier. They said, "Hey, don't be loud. Don't run his property. You're all good." So I need you. I don't need you to. I hope that you could understand that as a perspective of someone who's in their early 20s and married and wants to have kids, who lives 8 minutes away from this person's house, that you might not feel comfortable with them doing these things. Is that
Okay,
understandable
so-
when there's like a large
Of course
group of
that's
us all live
understandable,
here?
but what you're doing
Okay.
is counterproductive to wanting him to go away. I just explained that. Because
I don't think you realize that everything you're saying right now, nobody's gonna hear you out on it. Nobody's gonna leave. No one's not gonna let you hit. No, we're not gonna let you hit, bro.
okay, I don't care if you or your posse don't hear me out on it. I'm just hoping,
why
you
are you
know,
telling us
maybe
that?
you can listen to a little bit of reason. Because you're encouraging people to send shit to him. You said you would throw a rock at his house.
Multiple times people have said, no, don't send stuff to him.
Yeah, since you told
Guest violation warning. A guest in your live has violated our hate speech and hateful behavior policy.
Reported him.
They reported him.
I have to remove your Bloodspeth.
These guys are actually dude.
I just want to.
So as I said earlier, the rest of the Bludspeth, you know, Nova Takeover host drama is essentially just him calling them them replying and calling him Chudspeth and saying, you know, oh, Nova doesn't want to hit, bro, or trying to claim that Bludspeth is defending Nova, which is not the case. I'm not trying to defend these guys, and I'm not trying to justify that Bludspeth was 1000% correct, especially going in and calling them the R word. I definitely don't agree with that. However, it is his stream. He can say what he wants to. I'm not trying to be like, guys, we need to cancel Bludspeth because he said the R word. Like, that's fucking dumb. They were making jokes about it, but I'm not going to because I just don't really give a shit. The rest of the stream is basically the same. Like, oh, guys, pull up. Here's his address. And they were actually, like, verbally saying his address multiple times. They were pinning it in their chat. They were promoting people to DoorDash, them to DoorDash Nova, and interacting with his neighbors driving by. Because his neighbors were fully in support of everything. They said, you know, oh, we like what you're doing, we support you. Like, they were driving by honking and clapping, and one of the neighbors even brought them drinks because it was hot outside, and they had been there for multiple hours at this point. So a TLDR for the rest of this stream is that Nova made 0 appearance. They claim that Nova was peeking outside his blinds. However, he didn't come out, he didn't say anything, we didn't get to see him after last time. That's really all I have to say about this, guys. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I make videos like this, or I'm going to at least. And if more takeovers happen, or if there's more drama with Nova or other locales maybe you want me to cover, feel free to comment down below. All interaction is, of course, appreciated. So yeah, bye guys!